Okay, so what happened and where have I been? Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm sure you've been wondering where I've been, considering I promised there would be videos, tutorials for sure in the month of January, and all of those plans kind of fell through, but I'm here to tell you that I'm back to making videos and I want to tell you where I've been. First, I want to start off by saying thank you so much for 3,000 subscribers. That's absolutely amazing and insane. And I try to go through all the comments and respond, or at least read the sweet messages that you leave me. But yeah, I'm so sorry I've been inactive on here. I promise I will explain. If you do want to keep up with me more on a regular basis and see what I'm doing in real time, I highly suggest following me on my Instagram and my TikTok. I'll link them here on screen, but also in my bio. But yeah, let's get into where I've been. So for the past 4 to 6 months, I've actually been dealing with some really bad back pain and leg pain. And recently, within the past 2 to 3 months, it has basically stopped me from doing a lot of my skating elements. And it's just kind of made skating not like super enjoyable for me. I've had to cut back. I usually used to go like 2 times a day, which I know is already crazy, but for me, that was kind of normal. And my second session was usually time that I set aside to film like fun videos and tutorials. So obviously that has made it really hard. I basically just had to cut back on a lot of my skating. Like I couldn't do jumps for a few weeks. I lost the ability to do my cannonball spin, which is like my favorite spin in the whole entire world, because I was just in so much extreme pain because it was nerve pain. I've been working on gold moves. Like I had to like set aside a bunch of stuff. On top of this, I still had some competitions scheduled. So basically I feel like I was kind of miserable, even though I love skating and I enjoy it so much. And I just decided I had to put YouTube on the back burner because I just did not have time and I was in so much pain. There's no way I could produce good quality video or tutorials. Okay, update. This is Ava from the future. I ended up hurting my back again the day I went to go film tutorial videos for you. I promise I had like 10 videos planned out, and the first 10-20 minutes of the session, I pulled my back, ended up going to the ER. I'm on meds now, and I'm hopefully going to be better before mids, but I just wanted to put this in here that I actually was going to make videos. I'm so sorry. There's going to be a delay with that. Now, if you're sitting there thinking, oh my God, does this mean that she's quitting skating? Does this mean that she's not going to make videos anymore? I'm here to tell you, no. We have kind of resolved the issue. Things are on the up, and that is why I am making this video. I'm not quitting skating. I want to make that very clear. I love skating, and I was in so much pain, and I still showed up every day. Like, that just shows how much I love it and how much it pains me not to go. I mean, probably wasn't smart that I went, but I'm stubborn and determined. Now, you're probably also wondering, well, what caused my pain and how have I fixed it? So that is kind of what this video is about, and I'm going to talk about it and just talk about my past like 4 to 6 months that I've never really shared in detail, at least on YouTube. I feel like I've talked about it a little bit on my other platforms. So about 2 years ago, when I was going into a scratch spin, I don't know what happened, but I ended up falling and hitting my head. So I ended up getting a very mild concussion, but I must have done something to my back when I fell. I think I twisted it weird to try and save myself, ended up damaging some nerve or something in my back. I had to go to the ER because I felt basically completely paralyzed, couldn't stand, couldn't move, couldn't go to the bathroom. Like, it was excruciatingly horrible. Yeah, so that was super fun. So that unfortunately is just something that I've dealt with on and off ever since that situation happened. Anyways, flash forward to this July, I discovered that my blades were completely flat, and every time I did a jump, I would land on my toe pick and be in the most pain in the world. And because blades are really expensive, I was kind of stupid and naive, and I didn't purchase new ones, and I had a competition. I bought brand new blades, the same exact ones I was skating on, but brand new blades where the rocker was actually in the correct spot. 7 days before my first competition of the season, I still ended up placing first out of like 4 or 5 skaters, and I fell. That's a whole story. I could do a whole story time on that, but there's a video on my Instagram where it's basically like I lost all of my skating skills 7 days before my first competition. That was a little freaky. Anyways, that was causing me a lot of leg and knee pain, but once I got the new blades, that kind of went away. So flash forward to the fall, a few months later, I started getting some weird leg cramping in my catch camel, which is something that I really never dealt with, and this is a spin that I do all the time. And on top of the leg cramping, I started to get lower back pain. Oh my God, I'm sorry, my dog is barking in the background. as time went on, this back pain would just intensify. I would take a few days off or a week off. It would go away and then it would slowly start to come back. I basically was doing everything I could to try and get rid of it and nothing was helping. Now, on top of this, I was starting to notice that I was losing height with my jumps and I was still putting in the same, if not more, effort and power into these jumps. So I was thoroughly confused why I was having such an issue. And about a month or two ago, I finally looked at my boots because I think if you skate every day, you never really look at your boots. You just put them on, go skating, take them off, and you think nothing of it. I finally looked at my boots and I see this big puckering crease forming on the ankle of my landing foot. And if you know skates, you know that basically means your skate is dead. Now, surely you would think that I would look at this and go, oh my God, I need to get new skates. No, I completely brainwashed or convinced myself that I could make it all the way past April into May with these boots. Spoiler alert, Ava did not make it that far. No, I did not make it that long. And I finally took a good hard look at my boots one day and I was like, I think my boots are causing my pain and other problems. And I look inside my boot and what do I find? Mold. Yes, I found mold growing on the inside of my boot, which is a long story and I can explain, and it has nothing to do with how good of care I take of my boots. It's because the bottom of boot was rotting and it's pure leather, yada, yada, yada. That's like a whole thing. Yeah, so my boot was growing mold on the inside, and now I think a lot of my issues, like my back pain for sure, was caused because my boots were really broken down and I had no support. I had nothing left. I mean, these boots were probably 3 years old and I skate every day, sometimes twice a day, sometimes 3 times a day. Like when I was coaching, like they're well used. But I will say, I think the mold was playing a factor in this. I think I had enough mold exposure in these skates. I would assume this was at least 5, 6, 7 months of mold exposure or more, because I started to notice that I was having weird allergies and only while I was skating at the rink. I didn't really have it at my house. I didn't really have it anywhere else. It was only when I was skating and I started taking allergy meds. Like I did everything and I still had it. And I'm gonna say that it has gone away since I've had my new skates. So I'm pretty sure that there was some degree of mold exposure that was causing issues for me. Editing Ava here, just gonna pop in and say that this most recent flare up was from a fall that I had a few days prior to this issue, and I think it's related to a pinched nerve. I think there's a bunch of things happening with my back, but yeah, just wanted to throw that in there. I really haven't had any issues with my skates or my back except for that fall and that issue. And I'm not an expert when it comes to mold. I just did some mild research after I freaked out and was like, oh my God, what is that growing in my skates? But from what I saw, it is possible to absorb things through your feet. And obviously my feet were in the boot for hours on end every day touching the mold. And it would make sense why every time I went to an ice rink and skated, I started to have watery eyes, runny nose, like just weird allergies that would go away when I was done skating. The other thing that makes sense why I probably thought I could make my boots last longer is I probably looked at them over the summer when I got new blades and was like, I will be fine. But it turns out that molds can actually break down leather faster than leather normally breaks down, which makes sense why I thought that my boots suddenly went from being pretty okay in September, October to being the worst thing in the world for December and January. So that kind of all makes sense to me now, and it all comes full circle as to basically my boots have been causing me all this pain and all these problems for the past few months. Again, editing Ava, just popping in here. There's actually sciatica, other issues that are combined with this, but I will say I think the boots activated a lot of long-term pain. Anyway, that has just been a full nightmare that I've been living with, but I did get new skates. I got new blades. They're the same blades that I've always had. I just had to get a smaller size, so I've been adjusting to the new rocker because they're a ½ inch smaller than my old blades. But yes, everything is going really good. I'm now in a position where I can confidently say I'll be able to get back on a filming schedule for YouTube. I've been more active on TikTok and I'm always active on Instagram, but I've been more active again on Instagram lately. So basically I'm here to tell you that I have really fun traveling competitions coming up and I want to share more things with you about the skating world and how to get into adult skating, all these things. And I can finally do so because I feel better and I'm not laying in bed 24/7 in pain. So anyways, that was a long video, but I just want to say thank you so much for the support. Thank you for following me. I promise I'll be doing more videos. I'll be doing Q&As talking about how to sign up for competitions, what to expect for testing, what to expect for your first learn to skate lesson, all of those things. So So anyways, I will leave it there, but thank you again so much. And I promise I will have new videos coming out this month. I will be doing the waltz jump through LUTs tutorials. I'll be doing all of those kind of things. So just stay tuned. Thank you so much. And if you'd like to stay a little bit more up to date, make sure you follow me on Instagram and TikTok. Again, I'll leave that linked on screen, linked in the bio. But thank you so much. And I'll see you in the next video. Real quick, editing Ava one last time. Unfortunately, I won't have any videos coming out that are tutorial based videos in the month of February. I will have some coming out in March. I basically just have to get my back feeling better and figure it out. I also had a really close death in my family that has been a little bit hard, so please bear with me and I will have videos coming out soon.